And I saw all these people, these winners. They were thinking like a winner. They were running like a winner. They were walking like a winner. They were talking like a winner. I saw all these winners up on the front of the stage, and I was in the back of the room. I wasn't in the game. That night, I heard a man up on front of the stage, and he was the top producer in the world. And he said this, and I'll never forget it. I don't remember anything else about that meeting, but I remember one thing. He said this: set yourself on fire, and people will gather to watch you burn. And that stuck in my mind. And I didn't have enough money to stay in that hotel that weekend. And after that meeting was over, and after that award ceremony was over, and all these other people walking around with their trophies and their awards and their honors and their recognition, and I had none, and my wife and I got in the car. We went for a 3-hour drive home because we couldn't afford that hotel room. And on that way home, my desire started to build. My passion started to build. I made another decision. I came to another turning point, that I was going to do whatever it takes to go to the top. I was going to be a top producer. The next year, I was going to be on that stage, and our team was going to be the ones that were winning that awards. And as I drove home, I was writing out my little game plan for achieving that, which I had learned at the meetings. And I can tell you that meetings are so important. If you don't attend the meetings, you can't stay plugged into what's going on. If you don't attend meetings, you're going to deflate. You're going to lose some of that desire. And I realized that, and I understood that I hadn't been plugged in. I understood that I hadn't been setting my goals again like I should. I didn't understood that my attitude wasn't exactly right. But I understood that I needed to get motivated. I needed to get going. I needed to set myself on fire if I wanted people together to watch us burn. I needed to set myself on fire if I wanted people to be buying our products from me. I needed to set myself on fire if people were going to see an opportunity that they wanted to be a part of and hang around me. And that night, as I was driving home, and I was riding, and my wife went to sleep, but as I came over a hill in this small East Texas town, I was going to this little small town of around 1,000 people. There was a bank building, and up on the bank building, up on the sign, it just stood out at me. It glared at me like it was going to knock me over. And what it said on that sign, you need to write this down. It said, "Success begins with can. Failure begins with can't." What a powerful statement. When you say you can do anything, it opens up your mind to allow anything to happen. When you say you can, it shuts off the part of your brain that even allows you to achieve it, even if you could have achieved it anyway. Success begins with can. Failure begins with can. And I got home around 2 o'clock that morning, and I was so excited I just couldn't sleep. And I started writing down goals and the things I wanted to achieve and the things I wanted to do and accomplish in the business. And the next year, we went back to that meeting. We were the ones on stage. We were the ones getting the awards. We had the top rookie dealership in the world. And the following year, we had the #1 dealership in the nation. We had the fastest growing team for over 10 years straight, consistently producing more than anyone else in the country. But the M is motivation. You've got to get motivated each and every day. Some people look at motivation as something wrong. I'm not talking about the type of motivation, you get here, you get pumped up, you're all excited, and you go home and you deflate like a balloon. I'm talking about long-lasting motivation. How do you get that long-lasting motivation? First of all, motivation is what gets you started. But let me tell you what else. If you're going to get motivated each and every day, you've got to gain a competitive advantage. You've got to create a burning desire inside of you. You've got to want to win. You've got to feel it from within inside. You've got to pick out some people that you want to beat. You've got to pick out some bars, some levels that you want to achieve. And you've got to work each and every day towards them. You've got to set yourself on fire, and people will gather to watch you burn. All I ever wanted was an advantage over my competition. That's all I ever wanted. And a lot of people say, well, Billy, isn't that lying? Isn't that cheating? Isn't that stealing? And absolutely not. It's totally the opposite. Having an advantage over your competition is wanting to win more than your competition does. It's having a bigger, stronger, burning desire than your competition does. It's being willing to do what it takes more than your competition will. When you're moving, when you're in action, you're going to experience adversity. But when you're moving in action, you can get past them quicker than the person that's sitting on the sidelines. I can tell you this, success will never be handed to you. You got to take action if you ever want to get any results. If you ever want to create success, which will give you the confidence to take more action, and the cycle continues. And if you will catch the vision of where this company is going, you will go to the top. You will start to believe. More people will buy. You will create a win-win situation for each and every person. The only time anyone loses is when someone don't buy. You will start to sell a higher percentage. You will start to get better results, and you will achieve the success you desire. But you've got to catch the vision. To catch the vision, you've got to be loyal to anything that you do. Nothing will get you promoted faster. Nothing will get you to the next level quicker than being loyal, plugging in, having a dream, and taking action each and every day. Even companies that have nothing to do with sales, the people that are selling their self to the management, that are selling their self by their attitudes, by their actions each and every day, that are selling their self by their work, by a job well done. Do you know you can sell yourself by having a job well done? You can sell yourself by constantly improving, by improving your performance, by putting your performance out there in front of each and every one, by having a good attitude.